like the way I look. I want to look like these models because they're beautiful.
I just want to know what it feels like to be seen as beautiful. I really do just wonder what it feels like.
Do you know what I would give to be you for like 1 day, 1 hour? And it makes me feel so bad.
What is it about TikTok and social media that makes us feel terrible about the way that we look? I personally think that social media has inflated the societal value of beauty to the point that it's assaulting our self-esteem and self-concept. And TikTok in particular does this in a bunch of different ways. And this horrible feeling seems to be due to something called social comparison theory. So today we're talking about the how and why of why TikTok and social media seems to make us feel so bad about our bodies and ourselves. This video is sponsored by Honey. Do you ever shop online? Well, I certainly do. And every single time there's that promo code field taunting us in the checkout section, begging us to spend 15 extra minutes Googling to see if there is a promo code. But thanks to Honey, manually searching for promo codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet to find promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. So no matter what you're shopping for, Honey can help you save money with the click of a button. Here's how it works. Imagine you're shopping online at one of your favorite stores and you're ready to check out. Like magic, the Honey button drops down and all you have to do is click apply coupon. Just wait a few seconds as Honey searches for all the coupons that it can find on that site. If there's a working coupon, Honey will apply it and watch the prices drop. For example, you guys recommended on Instagram that I buy this pre-workout, and I did, and I didn't expect there to be a coupon, but Honey found one and I saved like $6 or something like that. I wouldn't have even Googled for a code otherwise. Honey will automatically try every single coupon that it finds, so you know you're always getting the best price. Honey has found over $2 billion in savings for their over 70 million members. So if you don't already have Honey, you could be missing out on savings. It's completely free and just takes a few seconds to install. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/Kiana. It's a great way to support the channel and a great way to save money when online shopping. That's joinhoney.com/Kiana. Thank you to Honey for sponsoring today's video. Now, before social media, there was only mass media. And mass media has essentially been making us feel terrible about ourselves since as long as it has been around. Or at least since we moved from more auditory and text-based forms of media to more visual forms of media. Study after study shows that when exposed to different forms of mass media, people, and in particular women, feel worse about themselves and their bodies. And as we'll see, social media has essentially taken this existing phenomenon and made it 10 times worse. When I was in middle school, I remember watching shows like This Simple Life, and everybody wanted to be super skinny Paris Hilton with her low-rise jeans and her Von Dutch hats. Then there were shows like The OC and The Hills and Laguna Beach, where these literal model girls just live this glamorous kind of teen life. And in pretty much every teen TV show, these beautiful, skinny, perfect seeming girls also seem to have the perfect life, where no matter what drama they dealt with on the show, everything else came kind of easy to them.
I'm hot, I'm everything you're not. I'm pretty, I'm cool, I dominate this school.
And I remember watching these shows as a chubby preteen and thinking it must be the best thing in the world to be skinny and pretty. It must be so much different than the life that I was living. And that if only I could become skinny and pretty, then I would kind of unlock this other life that was nothing like my own. A life where I wouldn't be alone like every Friday night and have none of my crushes ever like me back, like ever. And this exact fantasy is sold to us a million different ways through the media of models and TV shows and music videos. We're implicitly told that beauty and the current ideal body type is really the passport to getting to have this type of glamorized high school or college experience. Dating, being liked and respected by our peers, And I think we feel that beauty will grant us this feeling that we assume comes along with looking a certain type of way or having a certain type of body. And I think about what it must be like to be in your preteens or early teens or even early 20s today. And I'm sure all these feelings still exist, except now the celebrities and the lifestyle that's being idolized is of people their own age instead of Hollywood actors. They're not actresses and actors selected for how they look, but instead they're peers, which of course brings us to TikTok. With TikTok, 17-year-olds dancing around in their bedroom are becoming more famous than A-list celebrities. And this fantasy world that seems to be limited to those with a beautiful face and so-called perfect body has never felt more real, yet also more impossible to achieve. You need to only spend 5 minutes on the app to see that beauty is a common denominator between those who make it big and go viral. And that in general, a lot of the people that are on the For You page are quite attractive and fit what we might consider to be the current beauty standard. Now, not always, but sometimes the sole reason that a video gains success is because the creator themselves is extremely attractive. Now, in real life, we might know like 1 or 2 people that are like a 10 out of 10 and classically beautiful. Like, holy shit, you were sculpted by the gods. Like face, hair, body, teeth, cute outfits, butt and boobs somehow. The type of person that is so attractive that no matter how secure in yourself you are, you can't help feel a little bit intimidated by their beauty. And maybe even a little bit self-conscious about how you compare to this baby Victoria's Secret angel. But that girl is not only not rare, but literally everywhere on TikTok. And we're now spending more time than ever before in history looking at these model-esque types of people. And this is impacting our self-esteem. It's distorting our perception, even temporarily, of feeling like this gorgeous type of person is the rule, while just pretty, average, or even conventionally unattractive people are the exception, when of course this is just not true. And the success of this type of user is no accident. TikTok has faced criticism for its so-called beauty algorithm that boosted videos of users with classically beautiful facial features such as large eyes, smooth skin, and a small nose. And for leaked documents that demonstrate that mods were censoring people with ugly facial looks, abnormal body shape, and those who appear old, disabled, or poor, apparently for the purpose of associating an aspirational lifestyle with the app. These leaked documents even stated that the character himself/herself is basically the only focus of the video. Therefore, if the character's appearance or the shooting environment is not good, the video will be much less attractive. In other words, TikTok themselves admit that in the world of TikTok, beauty is the only thing that matters. Appearances are all that count. Personality and substance have much less value here in this digital world. And of course, this has serious consequences for the users of this app. Now, according to social comparison theory, we have this innate drive to evaluate ourselves by comparing ourselves with others. We subconsciously use other people as sources of information to kind of like rank ourselves to see where we fit in. We want to know how we're doing in life versus other people. And we do this for everything too: wealth, intelligence, social life, and of course, beauty. And to use a beauty-based example, to gauge whether we're a 5 or an 8, we need to have an idea of what a 5 and an 8 looks like, and ideally what a 1 and a 10 looks like as well, so that we can guess at where we think we belong on that scale. And of course, in the fake TikTok world where everything is skewed toward feeling like everyone's a 10, 9, or an 8, thanks to things like beauty algorithms, we're always on the short end of this comparison. We never seem to live up to this perceived standard. In the real world, it's much more balanced. Sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. But on social media, our perception is skewed toward feeling like perfection is the standard. And as a result, our self-esteem suffers. And you need look no further than any of the comments on these TikTok videos or elsewhere online to see this toxic effect play out. Not you having my literal dream body. I wish I looked like you. I fucking hate attractive people. They remind me of how ugly I am. I want to enjoy TikTok because some of the videos are really funny, but it keeps reminding me of how ugly I am. Now, if TikTok is making people feel this bad about the way that they look, the obvious solution would be to stop using it. But that's not a choice most people are going to make, especially when all of their friends are likely to be on the app. It's just not really something that's on the table for most people. In other words, having a normal young teen or adult experience means participating in TikTok. It's kind of like an online prom where it feels like everyone's being crowned kings and queens while you're the dorky one without a date. It's a digital simulation of the real world, but a distorted one. And because, according to those leaked documents themselves, the character and the setting are the content. In other words, the attractiveness of the video and its creator are the content a lot of the time. The value of beauty in this fake world and in our real world is continuously accelerating. It can feel like beauty and having the so-called perfect body is a requirement to participate in what is becoming a big part of life for a lot of people. And that beauty is a requirement just to feel normal and to be able to scroll through the app without being reminded of how you don't stack up. And it might be the thing that's holding a lot of people back from participating in TikTok and amping up the idea of what it'd be like to enjoy some of the validation that some of their peers are enjoying by posting videos of themselves dancing on the app. And this is really hyping up that fantasy that I was talking about earlier. This toxic fantasy of what people imagine it would be like to be beautiful is now being thrust in everyone's face more than ever before. And now it's our peers and not celebrities and people who were picked from a crowd to be beautiful and idolized, making it that much more damaging and confusing when you're subconsciously comparing yourself to them on an app like TikTok. Now with TikTok, beauty and validation represents more than ever before. It represents potentially becoming famous, never having to work a day in your life, and being thrust into the spotlight like someone like 17-year-old Charlie D'Amelio or Addison Rae, who's now like a movie star. But at the end of the day, it's all still fake. No matter how hard social media tries, it's not real life. In the digital world, on a 4-inch screen, beauty is the only thing that matters because beauty is one of the only things that can matter. But in the real world, it just doesn't come up that much. It's really just not that important. And the feeling that we think we'll get from looking a certain type of way is not even guaranteed by looking a certain type of way. And hopefully knowing this kind of information will help us to navigate TikTok and other social media in a less toxic type of way. Personally, I never really went on TikTok before this, but I kept getting videos about TikTok in my feed, notably Salem Tovar's video and then a whole slew of other ones. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And immediately I was struck by how sad the comments were on all of these videos. Every single one of a pretty girl had like a comment of someone feeling bad about themselves. And yeah, so I decided to investigate, and here we are. I'm so glad that we did not have this growing up when I was a kid, because it's clearly not having a good effect on people. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. And let me know if you want more TikTok videos.